Due to the steep rise in home prices over the past few years and the limited inventory of existing homes for sale, building a home has proven to be the more attractive option for a lot of people moving to Baldwin County. We're the fastest growing county here in Alabama, and it is a competitive market for buyers. Bidding wars can be a huge letdown, not to mention they're exhausting when you found yourself in one time and time again. You start getting discouraged and you're starting to wonder if you're ever going to be able to even buy a home. I'm Jessica. My partner Tony and I are the #1 relocation team here in Lower Alabama, and we're sharing videos to help you figure out what options you have in regards to moving here. Most people have always assumed it's cheaper to buy an already existing home. It's already built, it's used, and especially because construction is just expensive. Labor and material costs have increased with inflation. The idea of building really seems like it would just cost a lot more money, you know, because there's so much that goes into all of it. Well, let's face it, we aren't living in normal times, or this is so cliche, but this is the new norm, and we have to accept that regular home prices are just crazy expensive, and those mortgage rates, they will nauseate you. If you would have told me 2 or 3 years ago going the new build route would be cheaper and more easily attainable than an already built home, I probably wouldn't have believed it. But here we are, and inventory is still historically low nationally, and where I live in Lower Alabama, new builds is the more affordable route. Locals here in Baldwin County will tell y'all new construction homes have completely taken over, and if I'm being honest, they aren't exaggerating. Gone are the many prairies and farmland that these locals grew up with. Don't get me wrong, there's still a lot of open land in Baldwin County. This place is rural and it's huge, but it does cause some heartache for many people who have lived here their entire lives, and they're just shocked by the rapid growth. The reality is Baldwin County is beautiful, the weather's great, the beaches are closed, cost of living isn't bad, it's conservative, great school systems. It's no surprise people are flooding this area. And then you have the nation's largest home builder who scouts out desirable areas projected to grow, and there you have it, an eruption of new and affordable homes. And right now this country needs that. The people need places to live, and they need to be able to afford these homes. D.R. Horton has been the largest home builder by volume in the United States since 2002. With operations in 110 markets across 33 states, the company closed over 83,000 homes in its home building and single family rental operations during the 12-month period ending this past March. Baldwin County is D.R. Horton's largest territory. Lennar is another big one, but D.R. Horton just dominates our area. Off the top of my head, I can think of like 10 different neighborhoods with new construction homes available right now or to be built homes. And a few months ago, D.R. Horton acquired Truland Homes, which was the largest private home builder along the Gulf Coast, making them an even larger presence in the county. D.R. Horton is a household name here in Baldwin County. Some love it and some hate it. And please don't jump down my throat for this video if you're a D.R. Horton hater. Look, I'm sure you have your own personal reasons, but not everyone has a poor experience with this builder. You can find reviews for D.R. Horton homes all over the web. The reviews may vary from community to community and from city to city. You do tend to see more negative reviews online, as customers with bad experiences usually are more motivated to leave reviews online compared to customers who are happy living their lives and enjoying their homes. And I will say the best way to find more out about a builder in a community is to talk to the residents in that community in person. Look at the houses in person, see how they're holding up. And just so you know, the supervisor will be inspecting your home at each stage during the building process. When construction is complete, the builder will walk through the home with you and your realtor, and during that walkthrough, that's your opportunity for you and your agent to point out any and all flaws, imperfections, problems, anything with that home that needs to be repaired or addressed prior to closing. And then the builder will fix all those issues. And if you want a third-party inspector to inspect the property, which we highly recommend you do, you're more than welcome to do that too. All of that can give you some peace of mind when you're pursuing a new build, so you don't have to be afraid. Now back to affordability. Builders are usually highly motivated to sell the homes that have been built based on the builder selections. These homes are called spec homes, and buyers can use usually get a really great deal on these homes. I know, good deal in this market, sign me up. Speculation or spec homes are pre-selected by the Dr. Horton home staff. All structural selections have been made internally, and they cannot be adjusted by a buyer due to permitting production already having taken place. However, depending on how far along the home is in production, there are oftentimes still many options available for buyers. If purchased early enough in that production process, some selections may still be available. One of the largest pros to purchasing a spec home is a shorter closing date. I've had clients close in as little as 3 weeks. So if you want to get in a house by Christmas, we can make that happen. You've also got pre-sale homes, which allow you to choose the lot, the floor plan of your choice, and all structural options for that home. A pre-sale contract also will have the ability to personalize your home during the meeting with the design center experts. Some of the options available for buyers at the home design center are going to be countertops, flooring, appliances, and wall tiles, so you really get a chance to customize this house for yourself. And I found this to be very interesting. A recent study by Storage Cafe showed Alabama is one of the most centered states when it comes to the split between buying and building in regards to which is more cost effective, and we actually lean just slightly towards the former. It was determined that in Alabama, it costs around $17,000 less to buy in our state compared to building. The study looked at total building costs in the state along with the median single family home listing price to determine those metrics. But, and this is a big but, it did not factor in these insanely high interest rates that are taking home buying completely off the table for some people, along with the competition. These rates are so high that it's totally removing buying power for some people because home prices have skyrocketed. Tack on that extra amount of interest every month and your budget goes way down to where you can't even afford a house anymore. This is relevant to what I've been sharing with y'all about new builds and Dr. Horton specifically because they and some other builders like Lennar can offer rate incentives. And this is always subject to change, but this year we've seen rates as low as 4.99 being offered with builders and their preferred lenders. This saves you hundreds of dollars each month and thousands of dollars during the duration of your home loan. Okay, here's an example. If you buy a home for $200,000, say you put 20% down, leaving the remaining mortgage at $160,000, with a 6% interest rate, you're gonna pay $959 per month for a total of $185,522 over 30 years. With a 7% interest rate, you'll pay $1,064 per month for a total of $223,630 for over 30 years. That's $38,000 that 1% saved you. Bottom line, don't sleep on the new build that's offering you rate incentives. Homeownership is so attainable with the help that these builders are offering. Avoid bidding wars, get a gold fortified home, which is going to save you even more money, and consider a new construction home. You might be pleasantly surprised that it is the better option for you in your situation. If you're ready to make your move, call my partner Tony and I today, the #1 relocation team in Lower Alabama. We'd love to work with y'all. And to learn more about moving to Baldwin County, watch this next video.